extended 17mm socket on this side, and then a wrench on this side to hold it still. So I'm gonna spray some on there. PB Blaster, silicone wrench, whatever you got. WD-40 doesn't really do well for loosening bolts. It just kind of, I don't know. I think it doesn't do as well. Give that a moment to soak in, and now back. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, as you see, it's under some pressure, so you gotta be careful pulling it off. And now it's essentially loose. I'm gonna use this piece of wood underneath the brake itself. Alright. I put the piece of wood underneath the brake assembly just to give it some extra strength while I continue to do this. As you can see, here is the actual upper control arm that we're going to be replacing. This is the stock one that is not adjustable. And you see the bearings are a little, the bushings are a little worn out. Come on. Since that was so hard to do, I decided to use several extensions in order to bring it outside of the wheelhouse assembly. That way I can get more torque on this wrench in order to hopefully loosen these bolts up, because they are pretty tight. And that does it. Add another extension in there, and now I'll just have to break off the bolts. Got it. Woo! The bottom is a 14mm. Right here. Let's hope this one's a lot easier. I'm gonna hammer the next one.
Yeah, you want to shot.
You got it? Yeah. I'm gonna push real hard. I use this piece of wood to keep this out of my way. And remember, the bottom ones are 14, the tops are 17. I'm gonna use a screwdriver and try to pry it out a little bit. There we go. And he's out of there. As you can see, it used to be a cherry red pearl, which is pretty much maroon. It wasn't really red, it was more maroon than anything. And it looked kind of like an old person's car, so I decided to switch that out and paint it World Rally Blue.
One of those moments where you've looked at each other and you've gone, ugh, and you've been frustrated because things are a bit chaotic.
This is
and I love
Loctite
that she gives you a few tips.
Blue
if you're
242.
This time of year, when it comes to organization, and she says, unless you're like me and you like to organize things to the max, I mean, share a prayer request and stay on track with daily studies designed to support your spiritual growth.
As you can see, the logo. This is that way to the short side. And this is the long one, so it'll be the opposite. This one's backwards, so you go the opposite way.
When Kirk Alexander
Do it
failed to place
that
his daily
way.
online pizza order, employees sent a driver to check on him. Turns out Kirk was in medical distress and he's now in hospital recovering. Two former co-workers are just now finding out they're related. Wendy Novak placed her daughter up for adoption more than 30 years ago and has just been reunited with her daughter. Now in a twist, mom and daughter realized they worked for the same North Dakota department store a decade ago. Summers are on the corner.
I got dirt now about to bear up.
See, it comes out like water. All right, that's that one.
In the shadows of the night, you can't be free. If you don't
Probably don't need to do this, but just in case I'm
and you can't
adding some grease to it. Because these new ones have bearings in them, but just to help it along. Yep. Boom. Ready to go.
Jesus didn't have to agree with people to be kind to them. It was a thought that I shared.
There we go.
Afternoon show Facebook.
And it's in.
People posting. And